Hey, hello. I hope you're doing well. Jill here, and I was hoping to put together a Christian film festival, and I thought I'd share. And I checked out a bunch of DVDs, so I thought I'd share my Christian movie list. Maybe it helps. You might want to have one at your own town or your own church. So I'll start off with Amazing Grace. I will say that when I was younger, little, I used to want to be like a movie critic and go to the movies and get a notepad and write different ideas about movies. I'm very visual, left-handed. I love having this YouTube channel. It's so visual, so fun, since 2020. Keep your mind on good things and good movies. This is Amazing Grace, and it is about, I wrote it down. I love to write things out, as you know. Jill's Christian Movie Review in a nutshell. And for you English ESL learners, those learning English, another language, I'll say in a nutshell means very quickly. Give me a lot of information very quickly. So it's Amazing Grace, William Wilberforce. He was a British politician. He was Christian from 1759 to 1833. He was a leading abolitionist against the slave trade. So he was convicted that slavery of the Africans was not right. So he helped to abolish and stop slavery in England. A little trivia there is this is the Horatio Hornblower actor. So there's another British series about a Captain Horatio Hornblower, and he is the actor there. Eoin Gruffud. Must be Irish. Eoin Gruffud is his name. It's been a while since I've seen this movie, but it's very good. I think you'd say it's secular background. Some movies are made from Christians, and some are made from Hollywood or a secular, non-Christian background. And some are anti-Christian, but we'll just focus on Christian today and Christian messages. The Cross and the Switchblade. So I couldn't find the movie, but I found his book. David Wilkerson, Cross and the Switchblade. A switchblade's a knife. So he is an Indiana pastor. He's died now, but he was from Indiana, and he was a pastor in the 50s in Pennsylvania. And he saw on TV that there were some teenage gang members on trial. So I just read this on Wikipedia. I just Googled his name. He went and interrupted the trial and wanted to talk about God and witness to them and reach out to them, but he was kicked out. But he did go on to start Teen Challenge, which is a group that helps drug addicts and gang members, or hopefully ex-gang members, ex-addicts. So this is Cross and the Switchblade. 1970, it was when the movie was made. David Wilkerson, he was born in 1931 to 2011, died in 2011. He founded Teen Challenge, an addiction recovery program. He was a pastor, a PA pastor, Pennsylvania. That's how they initial Pennsylvania, PA. He was a Pennsylvania pastor who interrupted a gang trial in 1958 and then had a ministry to drug addicts and gang members in New York, probably New York City. Pat Boone, a little trivia there is Pat Boone played him in the movie. in the 50s. So Pat Boone was the actor who played Dave Wilkerson, and he was my mom's teen heartthrob, or she really liked Pat Boone. Pat Boone, the girls loved him. He's still alive now. He was a teen idol. His daughter, Debbie Boone, did a song called You Light Up My Life in the 70s, I'd say. And that was about a song about God. You light up my life. You give me hope to carry on. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, our next movie is The Blind Side. So I wanted to mention Roger and Ebert we used to be movie critics, and they'd say, this one's good, thumbs up, or this one's bad, thumbs down. So all these movies, I think, are thumbs up. This is Sandra Bullock. She's a famous actress. And she plays a Southern lady who was with her family driving around at night in the rain. And she saw this young man, Michael Oher, I think. I'm not sure forgot what his name was. Walking around in the rain, and she's like, I'm a Christian. We need to stop and help this guy. So they gave him a ride, and then they ended up taking him in. He was a teenager, and he went on to be a famous football player. And I think The Blind Side is a football term. I guess it means that we can have a blind side. I'm not too sure. The Blind Side, an African-American teen, is taken in by the Toohey family. That's an N. Taken in by the Toohey family and becomes a professional football player. So, Sandra Bullock. It's got a lot of football in it, if I remember right. Okay, what else do we have? Next, we have Amazing Grace, another movie about Amazing Grace. This is a documentary, I believe. 2021, I think, is Respect. Maybe you'd call it a dramatization. Amazing Grace. I'm not sure when this documentary is put together, but this is a fabulous singer. She was a pastor's kid. We call them PK. So pastor's kids, we joke sometimes, go through all kinds of things, have interesting, crazy lives, but she did have this is about her concert, I believe, and I need to watch it. I haven't watched it. I was stuck on an airplane for a while and watched her movie Respect. That was in 2021, about her life. Beautiful singer and her life. Sorry, beautiful singer and her life. The daughter of a preacher. Or I should say, this is about a beautiful singer and her life. It's about the daughter of a preacher's kid, PK, pastor's kid, and her name was Aretha Franklin. I think she died the last few years. So I really want to watch her concert in the church. Places in the Heart. This is one of my favorite movies. In 1984, Sally Fields probably got some Oscar awards. Academy Award winning 1984 Best Actress. She probably said, "You like me, you really like me." She's kind of famous for saying that at the Oscar Awards. Danny Glover, Sally Field, John Malkovich. My favorite scene here is the communion scene where they're all passing around the bread and the wine or the grape juice to remember Jesus. So Jesus, before he died, said, "Remember me, eat this bread together, drink the wine together, and remember me and what I did for you. Died and rose again for you." So Places in the Heart. It does have an affair. It's extramarital affair too. It's not crazy or anything, but just know that that's one of the issues. And I thought it had a good communion scene. So that is Places in the Heart with Sally Fields, and going through depression times and how to help each other and be a family to each other and love each other. My last one for today is Chariots of Fire. So if you like movies, you know this one. Best Actor at Academy Award winner, Best Picture. This is about Eric Liddell. In the 1940s, he was a devout Christian and would not run on Sundays. So, and he did die in China as a missionary in China, and he was in 1945. He was in a Japanese imprisoned at a camp and internment center. I don't know what you call it, but he was in a Japanese camp in China and died there. And I did teach English in China years ago, and I met one of his students. So that was a big blessing to meet Eric Liddell's student, who was probably passed away. He was in his 60s around the time that I met him. And that was in Tianjin, I believe, northern China. So Chariots of Fire was in 1981. The famous movie, famous music. Dun 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 dun. Ba 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 ba. I wish I could sing. Chariots of Fire. That's a term from the Bible. About Eric Liddell, who was 1902 to 1945. So he died when he was 43. Rest in peace. Chariots of Fire about Eric Liddell, the Olympic runner who would not run on Sunday. I got the Best Picture Oscar, famous music. He died as a missionary in China at a PO camp. So when I Googled this on Wikipedia, I don't think they said PO camp, but that's prisoner of war camp. He died in World War II, Japanese internment camp, I guess you'd say. So those are some of my movies that I enjoyed. I hope you like. If you have a lot of time, who has time nowadays, you can watch them or show them at your church, get together, and I'll try to show them here in my small town as well. Okay, take care now. Have a good, blessed day.